Ice's relationship gets exposed on the Joe Budden podcast. For those of you that don't know, Ice has chosen to be more open with the dynamics of his relationship, and it is seriously going to backfire, as I have seen it with my first hand, how sensitive he can be, and so has the audience.
He talking about? He talking about? He get the f*** out of here with that.
He ain't talking about my daughters.
He is not talking about this one. He said whatever the f*** he want.
Now, Ice has been talking about his girl for some time on the podcast. It's weird because usually he likes to do private things, but there was 2 big episodes where he laid out both of some serious controlling, manipulative behavior in regards to his lady friend. First, there was the episode of Podwives where he said that he was monitoring his women on the social apps, on the, the tracker, and she did not come home at 2 a.m. when she said she would, and instead came home at 5 a.m. and was ignoring his messages. And in that episode of Podwives, Joe even hinted if someone came through that maybe she cared about. Was he talking about a case of the ex? It's after midnight and he's on your phone. Was it that? Was that what was happening? Then, on another Patreon episode, Ice was talking about how he shares calendars with his lady friend, his girl, and that they're able to see each other. I mean, they're working as if they are, co-workers. You share your calendar with your supervisor and the person you manage. That was a little bit odd. Now, we also have to look at the rest of the cast and how they react. Imani, Ish, Joe, they all want to make fun of Ice, but they're taking it easy. Imani kind of woke it up. He was like, you pretend to want to be around your girl so much because you really don't have a say in the matter. Like, you got to pretend like you love going everywhere with her. And I don't know, guys. I think it's only a matter of time before this blows up in everyone's face, because the podcast is making the women in their lives content. And a lot of people, they say, Danny, how come you talking about the women now? Well, they're on the pod, guys. If they join the episodes and if they are constant storylines, they deserve to be covered. It's no longer something about don't talk about my family. No, your family is now creating content, especially the women. Now, if you talk about kids, that's a little bugged out. But if Sade, Rem, Julia, I don't know Ice's girl's name like that. I think she has I only know her by her IG name. If they appear, they should be talked about. And I see what the Joe Budden podcast is trying to do. They are simultaneously trying to garner the attention of a female audience while also trying to protect them. It doesn't work like that. That is whack. I should be able to make content about what happens on the show, and I'm protected. You can use whatever mechanisms you want. You can try to say, oh, we're going to take that down. But no, buddy. This is America, baby. And I have the right to copy. Hell, even Joe has breached some serious stuff. Remember Rage Against the Machine? Remember when Joe Budden did Rage and the Machine? If there's anybody who knows about copyright, it's Joe Budden. Hell, he even did a song where he mimicked Jay-Z's flow almost word for word. So I will continue to cover Podwives. This is why Ish and Flip don't want to have their wives on Podwives. And I would tell them, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't bring them on the show. It's a big mistake that's only going to benefit Joe Budden and Ian. They're going to make their coins. They're going to make their money. I'm sure Rem, the Ice's girl, and Sade are getting their little, I don't want to say little, it's good money, but they're getting their coin. Same with Flip. That man is going to want to fight the world. And then he's going to be going home and people are going to be like, yo, man, why you care about that, son? Leave it alone. And he's like, nah, I'm from Queens. Don't do it, guys. Don't make that mistake. Because right now, Ice is making that mistake. And it's having real life implications. Because not only has he shown the world the dynamics of relationships that he's in, but he's also shown his controlling nature. He's also revealed just how crazy he can get with trying to monitor his lady friend. And on top of that, he was almost describing his girl like she was a child. He said something along the lines of, yo, my girl don't have many friends, so I got to make sure I watch over her. I'm just telling you, when this ends the way I think it's going to end, it's going to be bad. Ice is going to tell the audience to SMD again. Joe is going to try to put the toothpaste back in the tube, but he's already left it to the public. And I don't think the rest of the cast is able to handle the scrutiny of what Joe has been through, where all of his girls become celebrities. All of his girls use the situation to market themselves. I'm talking about people like Tahiri, Sin Santana, and maybe Sade someday. Who knows how that will end. But I'm going to be here to cover it. And I'm taking that hard stance that now that these ladies are content, they're open to being characters of the JBP universe. For the first few years, I rarely made any videos about them. But now it's time. I don't have anything to owe anybody. And I will not remain silent. This is content creation, y'all. But let me know what you think about Podwives. Let me know what you think about the situation with Ice and his girly girl. The situation with Joe and Sade. There's a lot of things happening. And boy, is it going to get engaging. Podwives has potential to reach Love and Hip Hop levels if it gets as chaotic. There's going to be a breakup at some point. And we're going to be able to go back and look at Podwives and see where everything went wrong. And that is why it is a danger to make this type of content. But it's interesting. And I would love to see Imani on the show with his side chicks. I would love to see... Oh, I don't want to see Flip on it. I don't want to see Ish on it because the implications would be catastrophic. People need to bring on... I want to see Melissa Ford on there. Hire a boyfriend or an actor and just crash out. Just find some dude and pretend to date him and just crash the F out. I'm telling you, that'll be engaging content. With that said, follow me on Instagram, The Stop TV. Follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV. Follow me on Patreon, The Stop. This is Danny from The Stop. Peace.